Former President Muhammadu Buhari is dead. May his soul rest in peace. But there's a lesson I want us to learn from the events surrounding when he became president till now that he's no more. Before he became president, he was a form of like a messianic figure in the sight of most of his followers, who thought that he's coming to save them from the shackle of former leaders of Nigeria. You see, but now, after he's gone now, people are also, most of his followers that were celebrating his ascension to power are also celebrating his demise now. They are even saying they are not going to forgive him, and this forgiveness is like a cardinal principle in Islam for you to forgive those that are no more. But people are saying they are not going to forgive him because of what they thought, because of the burden they placed on him when he was alive, that he would be able to save them and he could not perform. So what are the lessons from this? There's something I want us to understand, especially in us in Nigeria. You see, we have one kind of messianic mentality in which we used to place our hope on a single individual. You know, both Islam and Christianity preach that a Messiah is coming to save us either in this world or in the hereafter. So because of this now, you know, religion has a way of shaping our perception of life. So we now begin to relate this to ourselves, always thinking that somebody is coming to save you, always thinking that somebody is coming to save you. So whenever you see someone that you feel your trust, you just place your trust on him and then feel that, you know, once given the opportunity, is going to save you. That was the burden placed on Buhari and placed on so many other leaders. And being that those leaders too are majorly from these two religions, they have that notion, always feeling that maybe I am the one, maybe I am the one, maybe I am the one. I want to let you know that to the leaders, you cannot come and save anybody, and to the followers, nobody is coming to save you. You have the responsibility to take charge of your life. Don't hope that anybody is going to save you, and don't put your hope too much on them. That is where we got it wrong. Okay, let us go ahead now. You see, when Buhari was coming, most Muslims, mainly all his followers in the north, thought that he was coming to fight against corruption using the religious principle. You know, normally religion abhor corruption, so they feel that because he was like a religious figure and therefore he could save them from corruption. We all felt that corruption is a major problem in Nigeria. You see, he too, he assumed that throne. There's something I want us to understand. If you want to become a leader, especially in this kind of our settings, something you must understand. There's something that used to happen, especially the Muslims. If we go to the mosque after the major congregational prayer, the leader is known, the imam is known for the congregational prayer, general prayers. But after the congregational prayer, those that miss the congregational prayers, like if they come in 2 or 3, they will now say, okay, let us organize our mini congregational prayer from the general one. Since the general one is done, most of them, they are strangers to each other, they don't know each other. So you see that some of them will be pointing at the other person, go and lead, go and lead, go and lead. Then there are minimum quality they expect you to possess before you can lead that prayer. Not that all of them does not know all those qualities, but they just feel like, okay, you should go. If you know that you don't possess such qualities, like you don't commit some of the verses to memory, to your head, that you can recite it fluently, correctly, because most of them, they also know if you are making a mistake or not. If you know you are not mature to that level of reciting those verses correctly, don't put even if they push you forward, you should stay behind. Tell them no. Let the person that is competent go forward. In that case now, that person will be able to handle the prayer correctly. But in the case of leaders, if they are pushing you to your demise or your destruction, people trust you and they are pushing you to come and lead, and you know clearly that responsibility they are placing on you is not the type that you can handle, the best thing that you are supposed to do is to tell them, no, I cannot. That is where the problem comes. Once you assume you can, or once you even present yourself for that leadership role, knowing the enormous burden, responsibilities placed on you, you claim that you can handle it. Please be ready to take the backlash when you cannot perform. That is my advice to leaders. Now look at another thing I want to tell the followers is this: we used to project our burden on a president even though we don't have any agreement with him. Like when Buhari was coming in, people were thinking he was going to reduce the price of goods. These were your own reasons for voting for him, but he had his plan, and he has not had any meeting with you. You see that if you come to a campaign, you see a lot of people, millions of people, he does not have any covenant, any rapport with you to even know what you need. So once he ascends and he starts to execute his own plans, you will see that it is contrary to why you voted for him. Did you sign any agreement with him? This is letting you that people vote for him based on tribe, some people vote for him based on religion, some people just vote for him based on different reasons. Maybe all those reasons are not even the reasons why he is there. Let me bring Tinubu as example. Most Muslims in Nigeria voted for Muslim ticket because of what? Tinubu is a Muslim. But as soon as he ascends the throne, he's not following the pattern in which all those people voted for him. They thought if they voted for him, he's going to support the Muslim and all. He's not following that pattern, you can see, and they begin to be furious with him. Did he sign any agreement with you that he's asking for vote because he's a Muslim, or he's going to be a leader of the Muslims? No, it is you who was projecting those things to him. Likewise, any other leader, even Peter Obi, most people were also projecting what they thought he is going to be, which might not be the case. So until you experience him, that is when you are going to know who he is. So the best way to select a leader based on your own ideas, either religion or whatever, is your local government elections or your councillors who are very close to you, at least in a very mini society, small society. At least you know yourselves. You can come together and say, this is what we want you to do. Not at general level, because presidential election is not something that only one group can decide to say, this is what we want the president to go and do. No, when he enters that place, he has his own ideas. He might even go and see a different thing that is different from what people are even pushing him to go and do. So I hope I've been able to advise us a bit. So please stop placing your burden on the president. He has no power to take charge of that, and the president too should go ahead and do devolution of power. Give power to smaller units. I like the local government autonomy that Tinubu has approved. I also like the state police that they want to go ahead and do, and I also like a lot of things that he's doing. Even this new power electricity bill that he has given the powers to the state for them to even distribute electricity. You can see these are the ways that he can be at rest, not that you want to put everything on his head. Like Buhari was saying, I'm going to reduce the naira, the naira is going to do this, petroleum price is going to come down. Food, all these things, they were too much for him. When he entered the place, we saw the reality, and then now people are insulting him. So finally, may his soul rest in peace. I do hope you understand the kind of the things where I'm coming from. If you like this video, thumb up as usual. Please, I always beg you, subscribe to my YouTube channel. At least grow it to a point that it might be monetized, and from there be having the chance to bring to you more quality contents like this. Thank you so much for listening to us. If you like this video, thumb up as usual. Subscribe to all our social media platforms, and remember to relax and smile.